Welcome to excelmacroclasses.com. In this video, we will see how we can compare the data using EMC all-in-one tool. So this is macro number 120 and let's go and check how this tool is working. Okay, so here you can see I have this file where I have two data sheet. One is data 1, another is data 2. And let's go and see the structure of this data. So this data is starting from row number 7 and you can notice from row number 1 to 6 is blank, and all these columns which is highlighted in yellow, these are not common columns in these two data. Okay, so here we have how many columns? Here we have 13 columns in this file, and I know just for demo purpose these two columns is not available in data 2. And let's go in data 2. If you see the structure of data 2, few rows are blank and even few columns are also blank. And in this data we have a few more columns which is not common in both data. So this tool will take care if there is any column which is not common between two data, it will ignore those things. So let's go and try to compare the data. So let's go here and click on 120 smart comparison tool, click on play. It will pop up another window. This is consolidate, export, and the third one is comparison. So here we need to provide the data range, so old data. Okay, you need to provide the right data selection, but in case if you miss or if you select anything incorrectly also, but if there is a blank and you selected this also, that's fine. It will detect correct start point and correct end point automatically. So let's go and select my last point. So suppose by mistake if I choose something else like this. Okay, so I selected from A1 to use 175 from export data and sheet name is data 1. Okay, now next data I want to choose. So suppose from here I want to choose, click on new data. You also can select any different file, not necessary your data should be in the same file. So let's go and select data 2. So I'm going and selecting data 2 from here, and let's go down. Okay, up to here. Okay, so my data 2 is from E3 to V175. Now the third column is important, third selection is important, that based on which columns we need to understand that this particular line is belongs to that line. So this is important. Unique column, you can say your key column. So suppose if you don't have any key column in your data, and after concatenate or after combining few columns, if it can make, you can select multiple columns also here. So in this section we have like serial number is quite unique, and in both data I want to compare based on serial number. In that case I can choose my unique column is serial number. But in few scenarios, if you don't have any specific columns on which you want to compare, so you can combine 2-3 columns in your data. So at this moment I'm going to combine these 3 columns. So it will create a combination key, so it will concatenate all these columns as a unique key, and it will start comparing based on those things. So my unique column is these 3 sections. Okay, so F5 to H5. It is very important that you should not select like this, so it will consider every cell as a column name. So make sure you are selecting right cell address or right, specifically right cells. So in this case it will select from H5 to F5 to H5. So these three columns are going to make primary key or unique key to compare it. Okay, now we have few more options here. Whether do you want to check for case sensitive or do you want to clean the data? Clean means what? uh, if you have a double space in your data, it will clean all those things, clean, trim. Okay, so let's click on compare and see how this result is coming. Okay, so when you click compare, it will take few minutes or seconds, depend on the volume of your data and number of columns. Sometime it may take just second, based on availability of your column, and maybe sometime it takes more than a minute. So in this case, it's just completed now. Okay, and I have a result. If you don't see your result here, just make sure you go and check the new file here. Okay, so this is my result, and now you can see there are two types of highlighted. One is yellow and another is magenta color. So these are the difference, and the data is coming from two sheets. One is, if you notice, new data, it is from data 2, and old data is from data 1. Okay, so these are the columns, these are the common columns there, and it is comparing. Okay, this was the previous value and the value has changed. Similarly, here it is case sensitive, that's why it is highlighted in magenta color. The value is same, but because of sensitivity, case sensitive, here I is capital and here I is small. That is the reason it is highlighted here. SAP caps and small because of sensitive, case sensitive. So you can see we have result in this manner. You can run multiple different combination here. You can try this tool and let me know the feedback, what whether this tool is useful for you or do you want any more enhancement in this. If you find this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.